Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hi. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Welcome to Coffee Break with Her by Laura. Today, Friday, October 23rd. I have to look at the date. October 23rd. I am thrilled because tomorrow is the Lime Film Festival, and I am going to be on the panel for the Lime Little Mexico Film Festival. It's going to be online. Obviously, last year it was in person there in Little Village, but this year, as every other event, it has moved online. Excuse me. So I'm going to be on the panels speaking about global warming. Not global warming, but global warning. The whole world needs it. And then on the 25th, I will be as part of Witchfest North teaching my Day of the Dead workshop. I think this is the last, well, one before the last. The last one will be at Circle Sanctuary Samhain event. Hi, Pansy. Hi, Jackie. So today we're going to learn the card of the day, obviously. And I've gone back to the Rider-Waite Smith. I was told to use this. People are more familiar with this. So let's see what the card for today is, shall we? I hope everybody's doing great and that you're all having a great weekend. I know because COVID, some of the guidelines have changed for Chicago. And I don't know if where you are in the States, things have changed. But let us try to stay healthy, everybody. So I know it's frustrating, but you know, let's see what the Divine Mother has for us today. Ooh, we have the Lovers. I don't know if we had this card before as learning the card of the day, but Major Arcana, I love that the Lovers came through. And I will say this little joke that my dear friend and colleague Christine Ortiz and I do when we teach tarot. If you are my student and you get this card and you tell people this is about finding love, please don't tell them you study with me, because this card is not about finding love. It's not about twin flames. It's not about falling in love with somebody, etc., etc. It's a very rich card and it has a lot of information. Hi, Gentry. Hi, Anjanine. Hi, Wanda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, what the heck? Like, what do you mean the card of the Lovers is not about finding love? Well, it's not. It's not about finding love outside. It's about finding love within. And it's about self love, unconditional love, and acceptance of oneself. And it's very, very interesting because it's filled with symbology that emulates what through the ages and eons of humanity has been described as masculine and feminine symbology. And of course, I will have to do my disclaimer. If you've ever learned with me, you know I use this disclaimer all the time. When we're talking about masculine and feminine in magic, in tarot, we're talking about the energies that we humans have divided into what is masculine and what is feminine. We are by no means talking about gender or um, sexual orientation, because we know there is a very vast array of genders in the world, not only masculine and feminine. Those will be the two ends of the whole spectrum. And um, we're talking mostly about what we as humans have divided as being feminine qualities and masculine qualities. Qualities or attributes, if you will. My phone image is jumping high. Strange things are happening because we are on the Samhain time. My dog was barking at the nothing last night. He's like, oh, I'm like, okay, who's there? Anywho, the card of the lovers is all about self-love, self-acceptance. And it's filled with symbology, but I'm going to mention just a few. The man and the woman, the masculine and feminine, facing each other buck naked and very, very, very shaved. And um, the detail that their hands are facing forward, it's a telltale sign of this is it, I'm not hiding anything, what you see is what you get. And then we have all these masculine and feminine symbols like the earth moving up, the earth being normally a feminine element but shooting upwards in a phallic way, and then the sun rays and the angel being normally a masculine um, symbol going downward on a upside down triangle, making that feminine symbol. If you all watch the Da Vinci Code, I'm sure you're familiar with Robert Langdon doing this, and that is true. Feminine energy is symbolically represented by an upside down triangle because it emulates the chalice or the uterus, and masculine energy is usually represented by an upside down triangle because it represents that phallic energy and masculinity, of course, the erect penis. So there is way much more to go into this, but so that is the card that we have for today. So I almost forgot. So what will be my interpretation? A, guess what? It looks as though you are very good, feeling very good about yourself. You're accepting every part of yourself. You're integrating your masculine, your feminine, your luminous part, your shadow part. You are seeing yourself for what you truly are, who you truly are. And because of that, you are really loving, accepting yourself unconditionally without little clause that said it does not apply. No, no, no. This is love that applies fully and 100%. And when we are loving ourselves and accepting ourselves unconditionally and effortlessly, we made good choices and we start pairing ourselves with good partners. And that partnership could be a romantic partnership, it could be a business partnership, it could be study, projects, creation, etc. So the card of the lovers does not apply for romantic love only. It applies for self-love and consciousness of who one is. And with that consciousness, one has the free will, which is one of the keywords for this, the free will to make good choices and then make good decisions into good pairings and companionships. It is per se a meeting of the minds. It really is a meeting of the minds, and that is fascinating. I love that. Uh, yeah, there is. I'm reading the comments. There is a lot of Samhain energy. There is a lot of um, hi Blair, hi Alex, hi Wanda. There is a lot of Samhain energy going around. So you know what? I'm gonna cut the IGTV video. Thank you, Instagram TV. See you Monday. And for those who want to hang out, I know I'm going over the 10-minute mark, but I really feel the need to pull a Halloween Oracle card for you all. I don't know. I figure if you have the time and you want to hang out, um, I feel generous. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy that the lovers came up. That's an indication of good things happening and people coming to their senses and loving themselves. So when we get a very, very good card as a collective, it makes me happy. Ooh, it's the same concept. We have the werewolf. I promise you, it's the exact same concept. So I'm using the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. This is the first time I'm doing such long videos, so thank you all for hanging out. And the werewolf says, the rhyme of the werewolf says, luminosity triggers it, a wild moon rises, pain and blood and fangs, fur and howling and wolfen guises. The werewolf asks us to consider this balance and to delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. I'm sorry, I started reading too far down. So this is kind of a long reading. Thank you all for hanging out. Those who are hanging out, thank you. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal nature fights inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between animal and nature? That is exactly the nature of the card of the lovers, just so you know, or some part of it. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal nature fights inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between our animal nature and one that is wild and free and connected to nature, and our radical civilized humanness separated from our dominant over nature? The werewolf asks us to consider the balance and to delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. When is the last time you spent all day outside? What is the last time you threw your head back and howl at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The world will challenge you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. We went a little over, but I felt like I wanted to do an oracle card. And yes, yes. Thank you for the comments. And that's it. I don't want to keep you any longer. Much love to you all. See you Monday. Bye.